Subaru WRXs are expensive now. I'll include a link to the Nate Wade Subaru's website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get right into it. Powering this is a turbo 2.4 liter flat 4-cylinder that goes through a 6-speed manual. Fuel economy is 19 around town, 26 on the highway, with power outputs being 271 horsepower and then 258 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Now, no WRX is complete without the hood scoop and then the more aggressive headlights compared to other Subaru models. This also has fog lights. I do like the coloration on the grille, and then the new WRX logo in red's cool. Altogether, it's aggressive looking for a Subaru. Tire and wheel setup is 245 by 40 by 18, metallic gray for the coloration on the wheels, and then you guys can see those fender flares, pretty aggressive looking. And that is kind of the new look of the WRX, where it has a lot of painted elements up top and then a bunch of cladding there at the bottom to give it that more rally car appearance. When it comes to key fob features, you've got the Subaru logo, which is the unlock function, your lock, the opening for the trunk, and kind of a nice weighted feel in general. This is a sedan, so you've got quite a bit of storage space in the trunk, and they're really going hard with the red theme there. I mean, seriously, look at the taillight, pretty bright, and then you guys can see the WRX badge there, also red, and then like how they blacked out the Subaru badge. And this rear end with the quad exhaust tips, iconic. There's the exterior. Let's now check out the interior. Nice soft touch with the red stitching, then you got the faux carbon fiber there too. And this one has the cloth seats, but again, more red stitching down the center. Legroom back here is good. We also have a couple of USB ports in the back. Headroom here in the WRX, not massive, but I do technically fit. Keyless entry for up front, and let's pop in. More nice trim with the red stitching on the front door panel and that fake carbon fiber trim. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then the windows are all automatic. Now both the driver and front passenger seat are not only cloth, but they are manual with the adjustments. Speaking of manual, yep, this one's got the 3-pedal layout. Start her up. More nice red trim in the center of the steering wheel with the WRX logo there at the bottom. Adaptive cruise control with lane centering on the right hand side. On the left hand side you got your volume and voice command controls as well as phone controls. Mostly analog gauges with that little screen in the center, which you can kind of change the information that's displayed there if you want, but I like the boost. Just a regular old backup camera in reverse. This is Subaru's bigger infotainment system. You can see the analog climate controls on either side, and then I guess you have some less analog climate controls at the bottom. Heated seats too, and overall response time with the screen, I mean, it's good. It's quick to respond. I mean, the plastic covering gets in the way, but it's fine. More red stitching there on the dash. And then if we pop below the screen, we've got 12 volt, some USB ports, and then we've got our shifter for the manual transmission. It's a pull-up tab for the reverse lockout. Just look at that old-fashioned e-brake. And then this actually does have a center console, another 12 volts. I like 12 volts. A couple cup holders there too. This leads us to the pricing. So this is a premium, $39,918, so basically 40 grand. Let's see how this WRX performs. Subaru WRX, red badge, and now you gotta pay like 40 grand. When did these WRXs get so expensive? I remember the first time I reviewed this new gen WRX, it was like, for a cloth seat car, it was like 30 grand, not 40. What's happening, Subaru? I've noticed this not, oh, I did the seat back too far. Anyways, I've noticed with all the Japanese brands, they all increased their prices this last year, it seems like. Because as I'm reviewing the new Hondas, excuse me, Toyotas, Subarus, all of them, yeah, they're all more expensive this year. And some of the price increases, like I said, seem to be pretty drastic. Like Toyota, good examples with that Lexus GX, they increased the price on that by like $4,000 roughly, certain packages. Now I do still love how the WRX drives. Transmission's pretty slick if you get the manual. Don't get the CVT, come on, not worth it. But yeah, if you get the manual, it's a nice setup as you're going through the gears. Pretty easy to rev match. Flat 4 cylinders are pretty rev happy, so they'll blip just like that, no problem, no questions asked. Yeah, this, and the clutch engagement's pretty good. I'm a little bit too close for how long my legs are, but making it work. And this is easy to drive. Very easy to drive. I love the suspension too on Subarus. Handles bumps and all of that quite well. Just a comfortable ride. Because again, they make this suspension expecting people to go over rough terrain, so when you have bumps and stuff in the road, the suspension's already been made to be able to handle those bumps and everything. Like the deep growl too. And this is fast enough to where it feels a bit more exciting, but at the same time it's not so fast to where you're like, ah, gonna end up in jail. It's a nice balance, I would say, overall. These seats are comfortable, but they're still cloth. So I guess to start to get into concluding, also I hate this so much. I don't understand why they had to make that little hump there that pops out, because if that wasn't there then I could already be turning, but no. This is like, it's like it purposefully, I understand that's kind of the design, purposefully makes traffic worse so that it convinces people to walk, but you know. Yeah, I'm not sure what Subaru is doing with this. I feel like they're trying to just kind of milk the WRX before they just kill it, because Subaru kind of is gone away from performance, right? I mean, you look at it, everything's wilderness. Everything, you know, they're doing hybrid now with the Forester too. So I think that this is it. I mean, we didn't have an STI with this generation. And it sucks because this thing drives so well. Like the steering's great. Transmission's great. Like this is a really well-tuned WRX, and people have said that you can push pretty big power with these if you tune it reliably too. So it's like the best WRX ever, but it ends up being expensive because I don't know. Again, like I said, it feels like Subaru's just trying to milk this car before they get rid of it. They're just like, oh, whoever wants to buy the last few WRXs, you got to pay $1 billion for them, and then we're gonna just be a granola brand, which, you know, I don't have any problem with that. But it is sad to see this car turn into what it has. It's a nice car. It's just Subaru did not give the WRX enough love. I mean, there's so many things they could have done. Again, they could have done a really cool STI. They could have done a wilderness. There's so many things they could have done to the WRX, and they would have sold amazingly well. But it just doesn't work with their current brand identity, and so we never got to see it. Boy, does this drive well.